Good morning and welcome to the Voice of Charity. I am Phil Zepeda here with my colleague Katie Bredemann. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning, Phil.
Always great to see you, and we thank all of you for joining us today that are listening here on WNDZ 750 AM in Chicago, and those of you who are watching our live stream on YouTube and Facebook at Catholic Chicago. Again, a wonderful show today. An amazing guest talking about the RAPP program, Catholic Charities Roseland Adolescent Parenting Program, an incredibly positive, successful part in our parenting, pregnancy, and adoption impact area. So the RAPP program supports pregnant moms and children up to age 3. And it's all about helping pregnant and parenting women grow and becoming their child's first teacher by developing skills, knowledge, and empowering parents so they and their newborns and toddlers have the best start possible together as that family unit.
And with us today is Velma Walker, who is the Department Director for all Catholic Charities Pregnancy and Parenting Programs at the Giordano E. Ford Center. And she's here to tell us all about RAPP. Welcome, Velma.
Thank you so much. I am so happy to be here, and it's good to see you guys. I'm just so thrilled to talk about what we do and the work that we do in the RAPP program.
We are thrilled to have you here, Velma.
Yes, thank you so much. So, hey, let me just jump right on in, right?
Well, yeah. We can guide the discussion. Tell us a little bit about what are the main goals of the RAPP program.
The main goals. We have a lot of goals, I think, but let me get to the main ones. RAPP basically focus on the pregnant and parenting moms and their children under 3 years of age, as you already stated, in the greater Roseland community and even in Oakdale and Riverdale communities. Our goal is to focus on the health and well-being of the pregnant and parenting moms and to combat the negative consequences and adversities associated with the maternal and child pregnancies and births, especially in the Black and Brown communities in which we serve, and then to promote the moms and dads as being the baby's or the infant's first teacher. So we try to prepare that child for early childhood education. We want to prepare them for preschool and early Head Start programs. RAPP addresses the barriers, and we identify the other needs and the financial issues in health and mental health and substance abuse, child care, nutrition, social and developmental consequences that comes with, sometimes pregnancies that were not planned or just general pregnancies, period, that families tend to run into.
So, Velma, tell us about. So, I'm so fond of this program, and it's so unique and dynamic. For new moms coming into the program, are there requirements for their acceptance into RAPP?
The requirement for them to be accepted into RAPP is that they are they can come in at age pregnant. We get them 13, sometimes 14 years of age, up to 24, and pregnant. Right. Pregnant or parenting with a child under 3. So they can even come in with a child that's under 3 years of age because they're finding the need that they need more services and they want the support. They want the guidance. They've heard about our program. They have the needs. They don't have the support systems out there, and they've learned that our program provides that love and support to them and their child. So that's one of the requirements. If you're pregnant or if you're parenting with a child under 3, we're there to help you.
So, Velma, let's talk more about that love and support, that thread that's pulled through this entire program. What are the basic components that make up RAPP? Like, what are the touch points that you have with these new moms?
What makes up RAPP is our home visiting component. We serve the client where they are. Now with the way COVID has been, it's a choice. If moms want, we can continue to go into the home and work with them because that's our preference, to go to where they are and bring our services to where they are. And we get a full picture of just what's happening with the mom, with the baby, what's happening in the home. So we do in-person home visits as well as we do virtual home visits. Also, we provide parent support groups where the moms can come into the program. The best part about that parent support group, when they come into our office, when we have our parenting groups, we serve a hot meal because we learned that a lot of the homes that the moms come out of, some of them don't even have a hot, nutritious meal. Not just a hot meal, but nutritious. We try to make sure there's fruit and there's vegetables as well as a meat or something that's being served that's prepared out of love for the mom. And then we have the various topics that we know moms need to have. Once they complete the program, as you can see, we have celebrations that's going on. We call it a celebration graduation for some of the moms, and in which they have an opportunity to even wear cap and gowns because some moms haven't graduated out of high school, so that's to continue to inspire them. Hey, I got a cap and gown, I really want to
Right.
graduate out. This is exciting. I'm going to make it. I'm going to graduate out of high school. I'm going to finish that junior college program. We're excited when they get excited when those things happen. So the education classes that they receive, they learn about what's happening, how to better work with their babies, how to have great parent-child interaction. We provide screenings. Once they have their babies, we show them how their babies are on target developmentally. They want that. They like that. They
Yeah.
want to know their babies are achieving the milestones that they need to be achieving, and that we are actually uh, they actually see that we are actually providing that support that they need to be the best parents that they can possibly be. You can see the loves and smiles that these babies have and these moms have. When they come to the they don't want to leave when they come to the program.
That was
we
going to be
we
my.
have to tell them, guys, it's 5:30, you gotta go. you know
So Velma,
so
that's part of my next question. I think this program is just it beautifully connects and aligns with that accompaniment
mhm.
value and virtue that Catholic Charities programs have, so that
Oh
people
yeah.
are never alone. How long? You talked about like a day that they don't want to leave, but how long over time is this connection for the RAPP program for these new mothers? How long does that usually last?
Oh, moms may come in. You mean they may come into the program as through their pregnancy when they're pregnant,
So does
and
it go
they'll stay
beyond
for
that for months
yeah,
and
they say
months and
3 years,
months? Up to 3 years,
three,
yeah.
3 years, and it's like they go like, well, we don't want to graduate. We don't want to leave. We love it here. So that inspires us because that tells you the workers are really doing a good job
Yep.
bonding, and because when you bond with them, they learn how to bond with their children. So we are forever their role models.
And so, Velma, considering new moms that enter the program as well as those who are staying through their child's third birthday, about how many participants do you have on an annual basis in the Roseland Adolescent Parenting Program?
Well, in looking at the RAP program specifically on an annual basis, we serve about 100 moms on an annual basis, and then their children. So, when you 100 moms, you have 100 children that you work annually with. And that's the exciting part, just seeing the moms from the different ages. I mean, you see moms from age 24 coming in, 24 coming in saying, "Hey, I need the support, I need the guidance. I'm the first time mother," and there we welcome them in, and we have no problems in working with them. Again, their choice. They can come into the office and receive service.
Right.
Our preference is we come into your home so we can see the environment that you're raising your child in.
And can you talk to us a little bit in greater detail, Velma, about the challenges that these young mothers are facing? Obviously, if they're teenage or early 20s, they're trying to complete their education. But I'm assuming, for all of them, a career, aspirations, all of that, their challenges to their lives.
Oh
Can you talk
yeah.
a little bit of greater
Oh,
detail about that?
yeah. The one thing the moms really face, and especially if they graduated out of high school, is continuing their education and finding a good job. They're really wanting to be that support to their child.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very difficult. It has been for a lot of moms, to even find jobs. And what we do, we continue to encourage them not to give up. And we try to help them find different ways. We help them build their resumes, look at what your resume may look like. The workers will work with them on that resume. We try to refer them to different job fairs that we know that's coming up, and we encourage them, if this is what you want to do, you got to work with what you love to do, and if this is what you want, if you're working in Burger King's, that's great. Just apply for Burger King, apply for to work at the post office. We've helped so many moms. Some of them are out there working, making more money than me now. So it's just encouraging them and walking with them and holding their hands, because they don't have that support. They may be out of high school and they still need that support because they really want a good job. They want to be on their own, in their own place, raising and taking care of their kids. um then they want to buy their own resources. A lot of them don't want to be dependent on agencies or what have you, supplying them, the real needs that they have, like the Pampers and the wipes and formula when they run short. But I told them, hey, if you run short, you run short. If we have it, we're going to help you find the resources that you need. And the best part about what I enjoy most is our partnership and collaboration with other entities in the program. We're with the WIC program, and being housed with the WIC program allows us, if we can, refer the mom to make sure that they're getting the WIC resources they need for their child, the formulas, and they stay on track and keeping those appointments so they can continue to receive those resources that they need, especially for their baby, the infant and our toddler.
So, Velma, there's so much learning and development and growth that's happening here in this accompaniment. Talk about the child development materials that the program uses to help mothers become more familiar with what they can expect at various stages of a child's growth. What type of resources do you have?
That's the fun part. That's the fun part. We two things I think is wonderful, because the parent is the child's first teacher. So we try to use the ASQ3 developmental screenings. We use with the mom and the baby, so that the mom can definitely see as in developmentally that she, as a mom, she is to help. In order to help her child, she needs to become familiar with where that child is at their various developmental stage and growth. So that ASQ, that it tell them whether they're age appropriate, that the baby is responding appropriately. The cues, the pulling up, the grabbing at objects and things like that. Whether those are all good things, and we encourage the mom continue to work with their child to make sure that that they recognize that they recognize the certain developmental targets that their babies are reaching. So that's exciting when we see those that moms continue to practice those things, and we encourage them, practice and practice and practice with your child. Hugging. You see a baby and waving. Different things like that is so important.
Absolutely. And Velma, we're gonna throw it to break right now and talk with you more after we have this little messages from the Archdiocese. We're talking with Velma Walker about the RAPP program at Catholic Charities. You're listening to the Voice of Charity on Catholic Chicago. We'll be right back.
Catholic Charities Blossoms of Hope Brunch will be held on Sunday, April 30th at Drury Lane in Oak Brook, in support of the Loving Outreach to Survivors of Suicide program, also known as LOSS. This inspiring brunch is an opportunity for all members of the LOSS community to gather with its founder, Father Charles Ruby, in support of the program and to celebrate the resilience that can be attained over time. For more than 40 years, Loss has been compassionately accompanying individuals and families on their journey through grief. The program has been recognized by the United Nations as a model for helping those grieving this tragic event in their lives. In-person and online resources help people around the country find healing and joy in life again. To learn more about loss and the Blossoms of Hope brunch, visit CatholicCharities.net.
This is year 44 for me teaching. When I started here, there were teachers here that had taught me when I was a student. Now I'm the old person. Right now, I teach junior high math. I love when kids find what I'm teaching to be fun and they get it. I see that light bulb go off and it's a thrill. People are always amazed. What? You're here for 44 years? It's hard for me to believe, frankly. I love what I do. Every summer I think, oh, I miss the classroom. Even on the weekends, I think I can't wait to get back on Monday and teach those quadratic equations.
Shape the next generation of leaders. Teach. Apply today at artchicago.org/schooljobs.
Do you have an old bicycle that's not being used? Consider donating it to Catholic Charities Veterans Bike Project of Lake County. Skilled volunteers are refurbishing bicycles to make them safe and ready to be used by veterans to get to and from their new places of work. We also gratefully accept financial contributions that are used to purchase bike helmets and other safety accessories. Our veterans have faithfully served the United States, and now it is our privilege to serve them. For more information on the Veterans Bike Project of Lake County, call 847-782-4219. That's 847-782-4219.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the Voice of Charity. We are talking with our wonderful colleague, Velma Walker, about the Roseland Adolescent Parenting Program. And Velma is the director for all of Catholic Charities' pregnant and parenting programs down at the Ford Center. Velma, welcome back. Hey, just a couple of things before we get back into the questions. I found these statistics quite notable. More than 90% of the children enrolled in the RAPP program are meeting developmental milestones for their age or are enrolled in early intervention services, which is just phenomenal. And also that more than 90% of clients served reported having more positive interactions with their children because of the program. And it's a testament to the work that Velma and her team are doing. So thank you for that. Before we throw it over to Katie, I want to ask you a little bit about the role of fathers and grandparents in the RAPP program. Are they able to attend the parenting classes too? What's their level of involvement?
Well, then they don't come to the parenting classes. Right now, we initially tried to, because of funding, we tried to really do a dad's group, and we had a dad's group years ago that was totally amazing. They actually came. But we have a couple of dads that do come and support the moms and help them bring their babies there. I mean, I have this one dad, he's really, you can tell he's really engaged and involved. So if they're in the home, when we go into the home, we welcome them. If the grandparents are in the home, when we come in to work with the mom, we invite them in to see what we're doing, to see whatever the intervention, the parent-child activity is. They're welcome to join us when we're in the home. But when we're at the center, we only have the groups for the moms.
Got it.
That makes a lot of sense, Velma. I'm also curious about the training that your staff members have before they, can teach young mothers about the care and all the safety, precautions that you need to be aware of with infants. What kind of training do your staff members go through to make sure that they are, really up to date and what the American Pediatric Society, is pushing or is supporting for childcare?
Yeah, the staff is always in training, not just when they're hired. They're in training ongoing. And we're so grateful because Start Early is one of our funders that we're able to put, we identify different trainings that our staff may need, and they attend those trainings even before working hands-on with the clients. The staff has to complete a 2-week training, the parents as teachers training. They complete that. They do a CB FANA training, which helps them understand what's happening with the infant and infant development, those kinds of things. That's ongoing. Our parents as teachers training is a evidence-based curriculum, and they are always having a different activities that moms they really hone into, that moms need to be doing. And the workers, what I love is they always have a toolkit, some type of kit that they bring to the home when they're working with the moms. And then, I just said the ASQ trainings, they participate in that. They have trainings about motivational interviewing, making sure the workers are engaging the client properly, that they are making sure the clients are being a part of whatever's happening, and being sensitive to that, because you got to be sensitive when you're bringing information to our young people or to moms, because you don't know what's happening. We also do, I'm telling you, a list of training that's ongoing, just to provide the support for not only the client that we serve, but for the workers that's providing the services.
That's wonderful.
That hands-on training is so key.
It sounds like it's a very fundamental part of your program, Velma. Can I also ask you to talk a little bit about the group activities that the RAPP participants join together in? In particular, you mentioned one that's upcoming called Safe Sleep. I know we talked about that's a new initiative this spring.
I'm excited about how much time you said I had to talk about the group activity?
It's a 30-minute show, Velma.
And it's going quickly, sadly.
It's going really quickly.
Yeah.
A list of activities. We have so many wonderful group activities going on. We try to celebrate the different events during the month. We celebrate the Black History Month for the moms. Just talking about, making History Month. Moms who are out there, entrepreneuring, doing their own thing. But safe sleep is so key. It's a really serious issue, as you guys may know. Just trying to make sure we reduce infant mortality, and making sure that moms and dads and grandmoms, whoever has put their hands on a child. If it's their child or somebody else's child, we're going to make sure people get this information about making sure that babies are being kept safe from 0 to 1 years of age, that they know how to handle the baby, making sure the baby is laying properly in a crib and not in a bed with the mom or what have you. So we have a couple of activities going on with the SIDS, who's helping us do the trainings across the community. We're trying to reach the communities that we're in. So we have an activity for professionals, and we do trainings for professionals, and we're offering trainings for the participants. And we have one especially coming up this Friday that's sponsored. We partnered with Catholic Charities has partnered with SIDS and Sinai Community Health, as well as Roseland Community Hospital, to offer this safe sleep training for the professionals. Then we're going to be offering in May, which is the Mother's Day month, the safe sleep training for all our participants or people within the community, clients who utilize our WIC Food Center services. That's going to be May 11th. So we're really trying to get the word out there because, that's an issue. They're finding that there's a lot of infant death happening among young babies and among the Black and brown families. And it's something that we need to make sure that parents and our parents and anybody, they're practicing the right kind of safe sleep protocols when
Velma,
taking care.
Is there a phone number that anybody in our audience could call if they want to learn more about the Safe Sleep program or your participation in that joint program with our Women, Infant, and Children's Centers, our WIC centers? What's a good phone number for people to reach out and learn more?
They can reach out to my number. We do have a flyer that we've put out there. They can reach out to 773-474-7227. That's my number. Or we do have a flyer that we're putting out. And to register, they can call 312-256-4635. They can register. If I don't answer, that's my support worker. She'll answer, and she can register them for that training for May 11th or for the training that's coming up April 12th.
Sounds great.
April
Thank
21st. I'm sorry, April 21st.
April 21st. Got it.
So, Velma, we have pages and pages of more questions for you, but we have to jump to our last one because the show is pretty tight. But it's about you. You've had an amazing career with Catholic Charities. 43 years, listeners. 43 years. This beautiful young woman with our organization. Tell us, if you can briefly, as we're wrapping up the show here, what are some of the milestones that you remember most about this time at Catholic Charities and the Arts of Living program and all the lives and these relationships with these young mothers and parents that you've touched? What do you remember the most?
Gee, I remember the great team that I had to help build these programs within our Arts of Living, the family case management. We used to do work with youth, and I had an amazing managers team as well as workers who were committed and dedicated to working with this population. How blessed was I? And plus the leadership that I had working at Catholic Charities 43 years. So it's just been a journey, just even seeing because of the staff and the team I had, we had successes with the families. We have moms coming back who kids are totally grown, graduated out of college, saying, if it wasn't for your program, I wouldn't have made it.
What a testament! What a testament to your commitment, your team's commitment, their work ethic, their intelligence, and just their love and compassion. So, Velma, thank you for being on the show today so much. If for our regular listeners, next week's show is going to be talking more about the vital role that doulas play in our parenting program.
Yes.
Parenting, what did I say there? Our parenting programs. And Velma and another coworker are going to join us for that show. So, Velma, thank you so much. We love you to death.
We look forward to having you back next week, Velma. Thank you for being with us today. And thanks all of you for joining us here on The Voice of Charity. I'm Katie Bredemann with Phil Zepeda, and we thank you so much for tuning in and believing in the mission of Catholic Charities.
Join us every Monday through Friday at this time for Catholic Chicago. You can stream our programs live or listen to past programs by visiting our website, archchicago.org, and clicking on Radio TV. And please connect with Catholic Chicago on social media.